Hello, all you beautiful people out there listening in internet land, and welcome to the fourth episode of Primal's Podrat, the podcast with personality. Speaking of personality, that is actually the topic that I chose to talk about tonight. Specifically, the alpha primal persona that I have. Kind of almost like an alter ego, if you will. Now, I am Primal Instincts, for those who don't know, and that's stinks as in this guy stinks. But I also have this side of me I call Alpha Primal, and it caters to fans within my audience. Now, mind you, I am a variety channel. I don't do social media. I don't have any social media accounts. So my YouTube channel is basically my personal outlet. It's also my artistic palette. You know, I come up with video ideas and I share them with the world. I speak openly about myself. Like, this is my personal platform to be me and to make a positive impact on people's lives and make them laugh, entertain them, make them feel good. So that's what I like to do here. And being a variety channel, I get all kinds of different fans from around the world who have different tastes. And while a lot of my fans enjoy seeing like the funny, goofy side of me, I also have a lot of fans who like to see a more cruel and commanding side of me. And that's where Alpha Primal comes in. Now, the whole Alpha Primal thing, it started when, because I've been filming custom video commissions for many years for my fans now, which I love the opportunity to be able to do that. And my fans love to be able to commission me, to essentially hire me to film a video just for them because they're a big fan of mine and they enjoy the opportunity just like I do. So I started getting these video commissions, and out of all the ones I filmed, I mean, mind you, I haven't tallied these all up because it's years worth of custom video commissions, but I would say the most popular ones that I get, the ones I get more than any others, are these Alpha Primal themed commissions. And this is basically where I'm being like a bully on camera. I'm treating the camera as if it's a person. I'm talking down to it. I'm glaring at it. I'm being mean. I'm not smiling and being friendly. I'm stomping on it, spitting at it, flipping it off. Just being real mean and degrading, because that's the Alpha Primal persona that I'm being paid to be for that video commission. And I have no problem being that persona for fans who are interested in seeing it, because that's the opportunity I offer. Like, I film video commissions. I try to always say yes to video commissions, and I don't make them about myself. I make them about my fans who are paying me to see them. So if that's what they like to see and hear, then that is what they receive. And people tell me I'm so good at it, like I'm a natural born bully, or I'm a natural at being this alpha dominant force in these videos. So that's where the Alpha Primal thing came from. Like the stomp down videos, those always started off as being a throwback to the printer smashing scene from the 1999 movie Office Space. Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead, he was behind that movie. And there's a scene where they finally get fed up with this malfunctioning printer, and they drive it out to this field and they stomp it and smash it with a baseball bat while rap music plays in the background. And it was such a popular scene that Family Guy even did a parody of it when Stewie and Brian smashed Peter's Surfin' Bird record. Same thing, slow motion stomping, rap music in the background, bashing it and destroying it. So that's where the stomp down videos came from. That's where I got the inspiration. And I learned after an audience started finding my channel and seeing those videos that they're like, whoa, you're real dominant, you're real tough. Would you want to film like custom videos and we can pay you for it. And the first couple people that asked me for custom videos, I politely declined because I was like, this isn't something I'm doing for money. This is just something I'm doing for fun with my friends who were filming with me at the time. I was like, we're just doing the friends on YouTube kind of channel here. We're just being ourselves and having a good old time together. But an audience had actually found this channel that I created, that I had these friends on, and it really spoke to them on a personal level. So I eventually agreed. I actually asked one of my friends, T-Rex, if he wanted to do these video commissions after I had already politely declined the first 2 times. And he's like, yeah, tell him yes, let's do it. And I was like, okay, we're doing it. And that's how that got started. And the first ones we got were all like stomp themed and, hey, wear a certain style of footwear and stomp the camera and say this and that. And my audience, I started to get more familiar with this side of people that exist online. And I had kind of seen it a little bit before this, and it's kind of like, it's not like exactly hidden online, but there is a type of person they call a cash master. And what this is it's usually a young man, and they give themselves a nickname. They give themselves the title master, usually. Master so-and-so, whatever they want to call themselves. And they act real tough. They act real macho and douchey and mean. And they insult people. They call them names. They flip them off. Put their feet in front of the camera. And they demand to get money from them. And I learned that this is, they call it FinDom, like financial domination. Hey, look at me. I'm more of a man than you, so you need to be paying me and you need to serve me as the more dominant male that I am. And it actually made sense to me when I saw that, because I know in human society there is a hierarchy. People even give little names to it. Like, how they call some people alphas and other people betas and omegas and even sigmas, I've heard. But there's a reason people do that, because there are different personality types. All right, all people are created differently. Not all men are the same. Some men are more masculine and testosterone fueled, and then some are more effeminate. It doesn't mean that they're not males, because there are different types of males. There is not just one type of male. Just same thing for females or anybody else out there. Like, that's part of what makes us unique. But with this thing specific, it caters to submissive males who feel inferior to more dominant males, and they want to serve them. And the best way to do that online is to financially serve them. So me taking on that alpha primal role and stepping up to that plate after I was offered to do it, that's me letting those kind of people know, like, I see you, I understand you, and because I do like to film custom videos for people and make them feel good, I will totally do it for you. But the point that I'm really getting at with this, when I say alpha primal is a persona, what I mean by that is I'm not an egotistical, like, macho, douchey kind of guy like that. And I'm also not a cold and cruel kind of person like that either. Like, that's not me at heart. I am a humble person. I'm humble about the fact that I get to have this opportunity, that I get to film videos for people all around the world. Like some of my fans, I've been talking to them for years. I've been filming for them for years, and they do feel like friends to me because we've been talking for so long. And with some of these fans, they are the type of individuals that they see me as this alpha master. And it makes them feel good to know, like, hey, I've got this alpha master in my life. I'm serving this guy. He's filming these videos for me. Like, their life feels whole because they have that masculine figure in their life that they've been looking for. And even if it's online, it still works. You don't have to be at my house scrubbing my toilet. You know what I mean? And because I have dedicated all my time and I've made this my life, this is my sole source of income at the moment. And it has been for like a year now. Like I went all in on this for my fans. So the financial support I get is really helpful and important to me. And like I said, I don't just do it for the money. I understand where those people are coming from because I've learned about it. And being a voice for alternative identities and alternative individuals out there, it's right up my alley to take these guys in and say, yeah, man, you can serve me. That's right. Let's go. But I tend to prefer to keep the alpha primal persona behind the scenes just for those specific fans and those who want to commission me for it, because like I don't want to come off as something that I'm not on my No Dio Hero channel. Because like I said, I don't have an ego about myself. I mean, I make a moderate income doing this for people, and I'm very humbled by it. It feels good to know that I can do this for people. You know, I'm not rolling in the Benjamins. I'm not going to pretend to. Like I said, I've seen some of those cash masters, you know, they'll hold up like a stack of cash and say, yeah, man, I make $100,000 a year doing this, when you know they don't. It's just when somebody hears that, they're more drawn to it. Because let's be honest, what are people typically more drawn to? People who are meek or humble, or people that are confident and even arrogant? Yeah, that's right. The people who are lean on the more confident, arrogant side, they're going to stand out a little more. They're going to get more attention because they're louder, even though, of course, it's better to be a humble person. It's better to just be, you know, proud of what you're doing and what you've accomplished, but not let it go to your head. I appreciate all the kind comments and the admiration I get from my fans, but I definitely don't let it go to my head. I don't think I'm like some mortal god. I don't think I'm the best looking person on the planet. I mean, I think I'm a good looking person. I think I'm in great shape, but that's because I adhere to a very minimalist and in a mostly healthy style of living. And that's the result of that. And I'm very proud of it. But again, I don't let it go to my head. I don't think I'm the strongest person in the world. I'm lean. I've always been skinny. Now I got a little lean muscle to go with it. But I'm just humble at heart. And I posted this poll, like a poll you can vote in on the community section of my YouTube channel a while back. Because I was curious. I was like, which side do you prefer? And one of them was Primal Instincts, you know, the comedy, laughing, goofy, friendly version. And then the other one was Alpha Primal, you know, the cold, cruel, and demanding money one. And for everybody who is active in my subscribers at the time and took the time to vote, it was basically split right down the middle, except Alpha Primal got a little more of the vote. And that was really interesting to see. It was like, wow. So more people prefer to see that. I think what they were saying is like, hey, we really like the stomp down videos. But I could not just be that way all the time because it's just not me. I mean, I will admit though, ever since I was young, I wouldn't go as far as calling myself a bully. I mean, I definitely picked on a lot of people when I was younger. I picked on other kids and even adults. If there was a teacher I didn't like or like a bus driver, I would call them names. I would sing little songs like making fun of them. I would say I was more of a rascal and a handful and kind of like a class clown, but I wasn't a jock when I was a kid. I was definitely not a jock. While I picked on other kids, I also got picked on by the bigger kids because like I said, I've always been skinny. I didn't work out when I was a kid either, so I didn't have any lean muscle. I was just skinny. I was this skinny little rat-like kid. That's just self-deprecating humor. Going along with the spirit of the channel there. But yeah, I got picked on when I was a kid, even though I was like picking on other kids and like I said, adults too. But I wasn't a jock. I did like to play basketball but I was not good at it at first. I was kind of shy about playing with other people. But then I opened up more, and while I'm still not the best at it, it's fun to play. So I do enjoy some sports. You see me in videos wrestling on my channel. I am a competitive person, and I enjoy competitive friendships. I really like having that kind of friendship, like somebody I can compete with for fun. We can just exchange that fiery masculine energy. Slap box each other, get in each other's faces, playfully taunt each other. Like that is me. That is who I really am. But my friends don't have to be that way. It's just I do have some of that. As one major financial supporter of mine once called me virility. They like to see that fiery masculinity. They like to see a man be a man and just completely masculine. But my true personality it's a combination of that. Like, yes, I am a masculine and athletic and energetic, fiery, passionate individual, but I also have a sense of humor. I have a goofy side. I have a silly side. I have an eccentric side. That's a word I certainly use to describe my personality. It can be eccentric at times. So my personality is actually both of those two sides together. It is primal instincts and some alpha primal. And that is why I am able to flawlessly be both of them. But you can't exactly be both of those things at the same time, though, can you? You can't be funny and humble while at the same time being cruel and condescending. Like, those are complete polar opposite personality types. And like I said, because I am more aligned with the former that I explained, that is why you see me on the channel, like laughing and smiling and, trying to be funny, because that's more of who I am. But I know, from video commissions and comments and polls, like I said, that I make on my channel occasionally, I know I have a fan base for that alpha primal side. So I'll do my fans some fan service, and I'll throw on like a stomp down video. I'll film one and post it as alpha primal. But that's what I'm doing. I'm making those fans happy who enjoy seeing that kind of content, because I am a variety channel, and that is part of my personality. I am a masculine dude, like I said. I'm not just pretending. But yeah, I do have a heart, though. A lot of those cash master guys, it seems like they're just all about exploiting people because they think they can get some fast, easy cash from it. And mind you, I am aware that there are people on the receiving end who actually want to be, consensually exploited, because that's what they like. That's what they're into. Like, they want a man to do that to them. And hey, that's what makes them happy. That's what makes them happy. I'm not passing any judgment. But what I'm saying is, I'm different from those people that are they're just trying to exploit people for things that they're into, or the type of person they are. I understand those people. That's why I do it for the fans I do it for. And if you're one of the fans I do that for, then I appreciate you. And I want to give you a shout out right now for listening to this podcast and allowing me to do that for you, because it's great, man. Like I said, you get to have a relationship with people. You talk to somebody for like a year and they're paying you to do stuff for them. They're just tributing you, as we put it, for a year. It's like you get to know somebody, man. You get to get like a type of relationship with that individual, even if it is on the internet. But yeah, that is a persona. Just to clarify, I am not a condescending, egotistical, full of himself kind of individual. I'm really not. I am more humble than that. And that's why I film these kind of podcasts, because I like to speak from the heart, and I like to just make sure that people get the right idea about my message, The Alpha Primal thing is simply a part of my overall core message, and that is to have an acceptance and understanding of fellow like-minded individuals around the world who have found my channel. And when I say like-minded, I'm talking about alternative interest, alternative identity. That's what I mean. So if that's what they like to see, that's what they're particularly into, that's fine. I'll be happy to do it for them. But I do keep that like behind the scenes. I had like a little side channel too that I was trying to post like little previews on just to kind of give people a glimpse of like, hey, here's a taste of what you'll get from a custom video commission if you get one from Alpha Primal. But I got bored of doing that because I think a lot of people were just, they're just waiting around for previews and they weren't really like stepping up to commission me. So I stopped investing time on that side channel and I don't really care about it. It doesn't reflect the real me, and I don't really like it even because I think it almost mislabels me as one of those generic cash master types that I mentioned, and I'm not just one of those people. Like, I'm way more than that. I have way more personality than that, and I'm too humble to be that as well. So just a little clarity there. I wanted to talk about Alpha Primal at some point in some way, and I figured, why not, man? That's what the podcast is for. It's to talk about things. So let's make this one of the episodes and get that information out there. But don't get me wrong, like I said, I enjoy filming those kinds of videos. If you want a video like that, you let me know. If you're somebody who serves me, I'm glad to have you in my service. I'm glad to have you in my kingdom. I'm not just like role playing when I type that either in the emails. Like, I want you, if you're looking for somebody to serve, I do want you serving me. I don't want you wasting your money on any of those other generic people out there that are just trying to exploit you. And there's people out there too that call themselves master or alpha whatever. And, it's usually the ones that'll like hide their face on camera and they'll promise you something, but when you pay them, you apparently just get ripped off. I've had people tell me after they found me, yeah, I just gave this guy money for a custom video and he blocked me and never filmed for me. I've never done that to somebody before. I've had a lot of people get burned and then they find me and they're just like, why didn't I find you in the first place? Or I've had some people tell me I was the first one that they found and they're financially serving me and they're like, I'm really thankful I found you because I've heard there's a lot of people out there that are just taking advantage of people, exploiting them and stealing from them. And it's really sad, but that's the risk you take if you're looking for that kind of person and you end up finding somebody who actually is a cruel and heartless douchebag and they don't care about you and they just want to steal your money. That is the risk you take. So I do want anybody out there that if that's your identity, you're the kind of person that enjoys a masculine man. Doesn't matter if they're older than you or younger than you. You just enjoy seeing that masculine force of nature and you feel drawn to it and you want to service it. You feel inferior to it. Whatever it is, I want you to choose me instead of somebody else out there. I want you to serve me. And I mean that. I will take care of you. I will give you what you're supposed to get. And as long as you maintain your service with me, I will maintain that connection with you. And I do try to follow up on people if I haven't heard from them. I know people get busy. I know people go through like mental health episodes. And I always try to be understanding and just there, there for whatever they need. You want a video, you want some clothing, I got you. Like, we can do it. Alpha Primal is happy to be served. But I just want to make it clear one more time that I am actually a humble person at heart. I am not full of myself. I flex my muscles. I am proud of the health that I'm in, the shape that I'm in. But I don't think I'm this muscle god. I don't think I'm this super popular guy. And in fact, I'm happy to be underground. I don't want to be mainstream. I'm happy to have the impact on the lives of the people that I have the impact on. And I'm happy to have the special connection with them that I do. So keep the connection going. I'm all for it. I live for it. And, like I said, it gets a little lonely living by yourself because I'm still somewhat new to this area after I moved to it. And it's hard to make friends these days because people they just don't socialize or hang out like they used to because everybody's addicted to their phones and lives and socializes online these days instead, which is unfortunate for me because I like to do both. I'm a real social person, as you see in my past videos. I love hanging out with people and having friends. So I do miss that, and it does get lonely. And my family, my immediate families, I don't even have them to visit anymore. I can only do that occasionally on like holidays and vacations and stuff. So it's a little extra lonely, but it's way warmer here, and I love the weather. And it's, the weather was depressing me in the Midwest. So here in the South, it's, wow, such a difference. But it does get lonely. So the connections that I have with you guys, I know it makes you feel less lonely, especially like I said, in this particular topic. Those who feel like something's missing in their life, if they don't have that masculine figure to serve, to worship, to financially tribute, whatever, then they feel lonely. They feel like something's missing. It is a ray of sunshine in their life to have an alpha master and one who actually responds when they're supposed to, says the right things, delivers on stuff that they're paid to do. That makes them even happier. So it makes you guys feel less lonely, and it makes me feel less lonely too, to know that I have you guys there making this possible for me to do for you. Because obviously financially serving me, that ensures that I can continue doing this full time for all my fans. And that's for all my fans, of course. All the fans of my breath holding, my weightlifting, my comedy videos, whatever it is. It ensures that I can continue doing this. And of course on my Patreon too, I like to share exclusive photos and videos with my patrons. I got different tiers for it. And I will often put some like alpha primal type photos in there, flexing muscles or propping up my feet, because I do know, like I said, a lot of people in my audience, they love that side of me. They love to see that persona. And because I am a masculine dude, and I do have a history of picking on people and calling people names and and laughing at them, because I was just always been that kind of punk rascal kind of kid, I guess. Some things never change, so I'm all for it. So that about wraps it up, guys. Now you know the meaning behind Alpha Primal. You know the origin of it, and you know who I really am at heart. But at the same time, I enjoy being that alpha force of energy that makes some guys out there weak and want to serve me. So yeah, just a little clarification there. Thank you for listening. That sums up episode 4 of Primal's Podrat. Thank you to everybody who's been tuning in so far. You're more than welcome to leave a comment on the video. YouTube does have this automated system, so if you write certain words, it might get ghosted. Just be careful with the way you word it, I guess, if you want to avoid that possibly happening, especially on a topic like this. But yeah, leave a comment if you like. I read them all. I interact with everybody who interacts with me. If you want a custom video commission, if you need an alpha male to serve, email me at thenodiohero@gmail.com, and I got you. It's what I do for people, man. It's how I'm going to leave my mark on this world. I'm going to be an alternative individual for the community of people out there with alternative identities. I'm going to be a voice for them. I'm going to be a force of nature for them. I'm going to be there to communicate, to commission for videos, to buy clothing from, personally worn clothing. This is my calling in life. That's what I feel. And I'm incredibly humbled by it. And I'm so very thankful and feel even blessed to have you guys who found me. And you love me so much that you want to tune in. You want to support me. You want to ensure I can continue doing this for the world, because we all see that it's something important that I think more people should be doing. Being open about themselves, being accepting of themselves, being open, accepting, and understanding of others, and willing to do this for people, because let's face it, man, a lot of us have alternative interests or identities about us. It's just part of being human. And we're all on this planet together. So if anybody's going to stand up and be that voice and be that force, then it's going to be me. Primal Instincts, also known as Alpha Primal. However you want to call me, I'm here for you, and I appreciate you being there for me. So have a good rest of your night, or whatever time it is when you are listening to this. It is 9:30 p.m. when I'm recording this now, but I'm probably going to post it tomorrow during the day since it's Saturday. So give your eyes a break. Listen with your ears to these podcasts. There will be more episodes in between my regular content, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/thenodiohero. It ensures I can continue doing this full time for you guys, because I love it and I know how much you love it. And guys, I want to sign this off by saying happy holidays, and I love you.